Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be making the advanced guide to People Playground. First off, in the menu, there's 5 things: play, settings, mods, information, and quit. Play brings up all the maps, and there are 12 of them. Settings brings up all these things. You can also look at these things in game. If you got mods, they would show up here. Now that I'm actually in the map, I'm going to be starting off with keyboard controls. Q is to spawn in anything that you want to face left, and E is for anything that you want to face right. You can use the A and D keys to rotate objects. You can use the T key to see how hot something is. S opens the detail view. G turns on slow motion. With the space key, you can pause the game to make building stuff easier. And that's basically all the keyboard controls. Now I'm going to be moving on to mouse controls. So first off, you move your screen around by holding down the middle mouse button and moving it around. If you right click on an object, it'll bring up this little menu here. A lot of the options here are very obvious, so I'll be going over the less obvious ones. With the follow option, you can follow objects. You can move off the selected object by holding down the middle mouse button and moving. You can use the activate option to activate things. If you want to make something weightless, don't just make the singular body part weightless. Select the entire object and then make it weightless. The inspect option allows you to see the individual stats of an object. For example, if I shot this human, you can see which stats go down. And some objects, like this human here, have unique options. Now that I'm done with the right click menu, it's time to move on to the left side of the screen. Here's a toolbox, the area where you can access everything that you need. It's split up into different categories such as entities, melee, firearms, and many more. Here you can access your saves. You can also change the environment. You can turn off the floodlights, which are these big things. Make it rain. Make it snow. And you can even make it fog. Here you can also change the gravity, lightning chance, and ambient temperature. Gravity and lightning chance are pretty obvious, but ambient temperature means the temperature of the surrounding area. For example, if I changed it to, let's say, 1000, the room would become very hot. After you're done playing around, you can clear everything by clicking clear everything, clear debris, or just clear living. Now on to the right side. So on the right side we have the tools and powers. I'll be starting off with the tool section. The arrow key icon allows you to move and drag objects. It's the most basic of the tools. You can use wires to connect different objects. There are also different kinds of wires that you can use. For example, some are destructible, some are indestructible, some are non-conductive, some actually transmit blood. Next is the rigid cable. Want to connect two things? Rigid cable is your guy. There's also a wooden strut and a heat pipe. Wires can be used to connect things electronically. Remember, connect the wire from the activator to the thing that you want to be activated. There are many different kinds of wires. Most of them are just different colors and are destructible. These fixed cables are like the rigid cables, but they don't really move, hence the name rigid cable. Or if you do it wrong like I just did, that monstrosity can happen. There are also wooden binding and steel bindings, both of which are destructible, and they're only different because of cosmetic purposes. There are also springs. Boing boing. You can also get a bandage from here. You can stop bleeding. See buddy, you're gonna be a-okay. Oh wait. He's dead. There are also pins, which allow rotation, mechanical belts, which you can wrap around two objects, which is basically like treads, and phase links, which allow two objects to pass through each other. Now powers. First off, there's the pull tool, which kinda obviously pulls everything towards you. Then push, which is also pretty obvious. Then lift. And then some of the cooler elemental powers, like lightning. You can use these powers by either holding down with your mouse, or flicking your mouse across the screen. As you can see, I like to move my mouse across the screen. Let's not forget about fire. Fire is basically the same as lightning, with the same controls, but it's fire. Yeah, that's basically the entire game, guys. So thanks for watching, and I'll link the first guide, the beginner's guide, in the description. Thanks for watching, bye!